With the rise of AI-assisted hackers exploiting previously unknown attack vectors, security teams, more than ever, need to decrease their SLAs for reviewing alerts, especially low and medium severity alerts. Dropzone AI SOC Analysts investigate every alert, whether they be low, medium, or high, like a human analyst, giving equal attention to each. Let's take a look at an anonymized investigation from a real customer. So initially, this alert came in as a medium from Microsoft Defender. Now, Microsoft Defender already kind of knew it might be suspicious, but it didn't have the full grasp. Now, because it was a medium severity alert, this specific customer has about a 6-hour SLA. Now, question, how long are your SLAs for medium and low severity alerts? I'm guessing similar to this. Now, the alert was triggered by a user navigating to this malicious website, which flagged some network connections, files, and some weird process activities. Dropzone immediately takes this alert once it's created from Defender and, again, starts investigating it like a human analyst. You can see that process here where Dropzone creates a plan for the investigation. These are the questions that Dropzone is going to ask in the course of that plan. And these are not scripted. These are free form. It comes up with them on the fly based on the training we've given it. And then we'll go out and query different systems and say, hey, what does browsing to this site reveal? Or, my favorite, what is the process tree for this ID? I feel like this is interesting because Microsoft actually recommends validate the alert and then locate the unfamiliar process in the process tree. Now, Dropzone didn't read this recommendation and go out and do that. It just knows to do that because it kind of works like a senior analyst. That being said, Dropzone can and will read the entire alert. So if there is a recommendation in there that it finds novel, it will use that as one of the investigation threads. That's how adaptable it is. Now, after it collected all this evidence, it came to its conclusion that this is in fact malicious and bumped it up from a medium severity alert to a malicious urgent, which went to the top of our customers' queue. So we saved them about 5 hours and 52 minutes because, again, their SLA for medium severity alerts, 6 hours, and Dropzone did its investigation in 8 minutes. And that's the power of Dropzone. Again, it does an investigation like a human analyst, no matter what the alert source. So you get to the bottom of it and can either clear out your queue, or in this case, escalate in the queue so it gets human attention. Now, at the end of the day, Dropzone recommended 2 actions: contain this device and revoke the user settings. And this is exactly what our customer did. They contained the device within 10 minutes of the escalation. So this exploit was only live for about 18 minutes in our customer's environment, which was really key. This was the early days of the Axios supply chain attack, and this was one of the first real-world examples that we saw in the wild. And time really mattered here. The longer the dwell time on the host, the greater the risk of lateral movement and impact to additional systems. And the quick resolution means you just need to rotate credentials rather than treating anything touched as burned, which is actually what happened to OpenAI. And they had a hell of a time responding to this. So that's the benefit of investigating every alert like a human analyst in 8 minutes or less. Dropzone. Reinforcements have arrived.